Hey makeup homies, my name is Alicia. Thanks for joining me today. Today is our August edition of the Bingo of Shame. This was created by DW at Dub's Beauty Diary and Andie at Makeup and the Mundane, and they take palettes that were in their piles of shame, which meant they were unused or underused, and it has morphed into being the palettes of all the people who had participated were able to put in their palettes that they wanted to use. And this month's palette is the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette. It looks like this. And there's the swatches. So I have already rolled my numbers since I had to dupe this vibe. I'm also coming to you at the end of a sweaty day. I am barefaced because all I did today was go to the gym. So why was I gonna put on makeup for that? But I'm going to do my eyes and then I'll do my makeup and we'll see what it looks like. So I rolled 5 shades. Bingo, a palette bingo usually means you roll like 5 to 8 shades. I find that 5 is my sweet spot without looking like a big old mess. I'm always so in awe of the people that can take like 9, and they just make them look so cohesive, but that's not quite me, maybe. So anyway, I rolled number 3, which is Sorbet, which is a lime green color. Number 5, which is Oasis, which is a bright orange color. Number 14, Lagoon, which is, it looks teal in the pan, but the swatch down below really looks more like a Forest Kelly green. Then Ether, which when swatched in the pan, it looks a little like a purple shimmer, but when swatched, it looks like a purpley silver blue grease stain. Very beautiful. And then number 19, which is Echo, which is sky blue. So here is what I found to be those shades. So for number 3, for Sorbet, I'm bringing out my Blend Bunny Surge palette, and I'm going to dip into this lime green Chemistry. Okay. There's Chemistry. Okay. For number 5, the orange, I'm going to dip into my Give Me Glow Pastel Dreams. I'm going to go into this Twinkle Twinkle shade. Some of these I know look better on the eye than the swatch, so I'm swatching them a bunch, but there's the orange. For Lagoon, I'm gonna go into the Profusion Teenage and go into the names are on this piece of paper, but this green called Turtle Power. Whoa, Profusion, man. Just blows the other ones out of the water. Okay, then for the Ether, I get to pull out one of my favorites, the Blend Bunny Longing palette, and go into this shade, Love Letters, because it really does match what I think Ether was doing. Yeah. What is happening here? Why are you doing this? Ugh. And then finally for that Sky Blue Echo, I guess this is just turning into the Blend Bunny dupe, because I'm gonna go into Blend Bunny Lure, and I'm gonna go into this blue called Sea Nymph. So I'm a little bummed that I didn't get more shimmers, but that's okay because the one that I did get is going to be cohesive enough to go with anything I try and do here. So I think, okay, so orange and blue are at least complementary on the color wheel. And the greens obviously go together. I wonder, I don't know. That's the color story I'm working with. So I'm gonna go do one eye and make sure I like it, and then I'll come back and do the other eye with you. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. The orange is a total cop out. So we'll work on that. But I've primed my eyes. I decided to do it with a lighter instead of my normal primer. I went in with my Glam Light Icing because it's a little bit paler, just so the colors had a chance to pop. So first I go in with my Lure with that bluey color, and I'm gonna go all over my lid. Oh, it already kind of should have patted that down before I went in here, but I didn't, so there's that. So I'm just gonna go all over. So I always like, last month I wasn't in the duping mood, so I went on Mercari and I bought the palette. And this is a palette that I've wanted, Serenity, I wanted for a long time, but I wanted to flex my duping muscles and really go for it. So I'm glad I did, because I have found the colors in my collection, and I'm using palettes that I don't use often enough, and I always say that, and here I am using my palettes. So yay for me, going in with the green and Surge called Chemistry to buff out that blue on top. And it's amazing how blending can just make things go away, you know, like it's crazy. So I am gonna go back in with the blue again and just kind of marry them. And then I'm going to go in with my Turtle Power green. That one. Use a different brush, and I'm gonna go in and just deepen up the edge here. And it really makes it look more cohesive. When I did this color scheme, I was like, ah! And then once I started putting it on my eyeballs, I was like, oh no, wait. This'll do. And is that matched? Sure. Back in with the blue again. And back in with the green again. I usually wipe off my brushes on my little, I have like a little spongy thing that works really well. But I have my palette propped up on it right now, so I am wiping my brush off on my pants like a professional. So then I am gonna go in with Love Letters and just look at this. Like, it's just, ugh. I don't even have to like do anything. Oh, it's so beautiful. I know it covers up a lot of the other colors, but it's okay. So then what I did with the orange, this orange, is I just put it on my lower lash line, but it's such a cop out. I tried to put it in the inner corner. It just, that wasn't the vibe either. So I wish I had, I do have a ColourPop eyeliner that might help that pop more on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I also might play around with, I brought, because I knew what colors I had, I have some LA Girl, most of these are LA Girl, yeah, LA Girl like green, teal, lime, and then the Wet n Wild Chameleon. I might see what happens with these. And I'm gonna go get one other ColourPop liner that might help that orange pop, and I'll be right back. And here's the finished look. I really like it. I think it did a great thing. So what I did is I have this ColourPop duochrome pencil, and I put it on the lower lash, and then I filled it in with the orange. So I think it just kind of brightened it up. Then I used the chameleon on the inside and on the like the inner corner bit. I have some other things that I've been trying to use. I have the NYX glaze. Still not super sold on it. Revolution cream bronzer, W7 powder bronzer. I used some of the pink in the Pastel Dreams, the pink and the orange actually, as blush. And then I have the Iggy Azalea Totally Plastic Insect Cells on my lips, because that's in a project that I'm doing as well. And then OG Lash Princess on my eyeballs. So this is the look with the color story. Hope you like it, and be sure to go check out DW and Andie so that you can see all the other beautiful creators. There's getting to be so many of us, and the things that people come up with are just insane. Like, we're not on the same level, so you really need to go check them out. Subscribe if you like, leave me a comment. I love to play along and talk with you, and I'll see you in the next one.